What is good, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another video. It is always much appreciated. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new bag from Bellroy, the Bellroy Venture Sling Bag. Now, I was a huge fan of the original unisex sling bag that they brought out, not the mini variant, the 7-liter version. And so seeing as this Venture Sling is 9 liters, I'm always a fan of a little bit more space, a little bit more versatility. In all my videos, versatility is always king. Always love that. So I figured, why not take a look at it, take a look at the materials, the compartments, and how it looks on the body, and share that with everybody out there. So without wasting any more time, we'll hop right into the video and we'll take a look at Bellroy's brand new Venture Sling Bag. Let's get to it.
So we're going to kick this video off by taking a look at how the Venture Sling would look like on your person. Now, I'm about 6 feet tall, 180-ish pounds, and as you can see, this is a sizable sling. And for comparison, here is the old unisex sling bag, which was a 7-liter, and this one being a 9. So you can see the footprint difference. There is a little bit of a sizable difference. Not crazy, but it is noticeable. So just so you have an idea of the difference in size, this is how big that bag will be. Otherwise, it's a really stylish bag, very similar in terms of aesthetics, and it has this double locking mechanism, which I'll go into later in the video. But other than that, I just wanted everybody to see how it looks on somebody that's about my size, so you can kind of get an idea for what it would look like on you.
In terms of the material used on this product, it's a 100% woven, recycled, water-resistant fabric, not waterproof. And inside of the bag, it's going to be that kind of woven material as well. It all feels very similar, minus the one soft line pouch on the inside here. There is a side that has a little bit of a felt feel to it. Otherwise, throughout the bag, you're getting that woven fabric feel. There are 2 compartments, one at the front of the bag and one that's going to be close to the body that we'll take a look at in a little bit. Nothing on the back, and no zippers or hidden compartments on the front. We have a 2-sided clip. In terms of the clips and how this attaches and detaches from your body when you're wearing it, on either side of the bag here, you have these quick release clips, and you kind of just take your thumb and your first finger here and you push into it, and it unclips like that. You'll see it has a little bit of a design mechanism where it kind of fits in and clips back into place to keep things kind of sturdy and in place there. And like I said, you could do that from either side of the bag, which makes it, I think, really interesting, because depending on if you're wearing it, if you're a right-handed person, left-handed person, there's no particular way you have to wear this bag across your body or over your chest or your back. It gives you the ability to kind of unclip it from either side. And this is kind of a floating system here. As you can see, it moves and maneuvers around the sides of the bag as well. It allows movement, and it keeps things really comfortable when you're wearing this on the body. So, you know, your bag, when you move, it can move and kind of everything stays in place. In terms of the dimensions, we're looking at about 14-ish inches across here, and the depth of the bag from top to bottom, we're working with about 9 inches. So with that, let's hop inside and see what kind of compartments we got. All right, so now we're gonna dive into the inner compartments of this bag. Now, on the bottom of the bag and on the back of the bag, it is said to have a little bit of an extra padding for some more protection for whatever you want to put in here. I, for one, really am going to say it's not that drastic that I can feel. I'm sure there is a little bit of extra padding, but don't expect it to be anything drastic. But there is a little bit of extra padding there for probably some shock absorption, and in case you drop the bag for whatever inside. But other than that, on the front of the bag here, where it has the Bellroy labeling, there is a quick access pocket. Now, this is going to be away from the body, and I'm assuming this is going to be where you're going to keep most of the things that you're going to want to have access to throughout your day, the more items that you're going to want to reach to more often, like say a wallet, a cell phone, your keys, etc. But anyway, we'll pop it open here, and as you can see on this particular bag, there is a nice kind of like salmon orange color, but you have a front compartment immediately, and you have a key ring here with some nice length. Out of all the slings that I have used from Bellroy, this key ring is the longest, and I appreciate that, because when you do go to hook your keys to something like this, if it's too short, you end up having to clumsily kind of pull things around and fumble or unhook it to unlock things. But when you're wearing this on the front of the body, I find this string is long enough that you can kind of open things, open doors, without actually having to unhook it from that, which is nice. There are 2 little pockets here that are kind of elasticized like spandex. They're one a little bit wider, one a bit more narrow, but you're going to have 2 compartments on the back of the front side, and then this one main compartment on the front. Moving to the larger main compartment that's going to be closest to your body, it is actually a 2-zippered feature. Whereas the front quick access pocket just has this kind of little fabric tag and the YKK zipper that just opens in the one direction, the main compartment actually has 2 sides that it opens from, either the left or the right. So whatever kind of way you're holding the bag or it's attached to your person in that moment, you're gonna have access to opening the bag from either side, depending on what zipper you need access to, which is a great little feature to have that versatility. Again, these are a little bit different. There's a little bit longer roped design here with a rubberized tip. Anyway, other than that, you have a 2-access zipper, and this opens up to a large compartment. Now, as I had mentioned, this is a 9-liter capacity bag. This bag is super, super versatile, holds a lot of stuff, and it opens up to this nice cream colored inside, a lighter color, a lighter hue than the outside of the bag, which I appreciate. There's a couple Bellroy offerings that I purchased in the past that color the inside of their bag quite dark, whether it's a dark gray or black. And unless you're in a brightly lit area, once you open things up, the darker the inside, the harder it is to kind of see what you have in the bag. But with this one, you're not going to have that issue at all, which is nice to see. Here is that felt lined section that I was talking about, where you're going to find that only difference in fabric. So a little soft lined inside zipper here, and it's again that elasticized kind of spandex material, stretchy material. That's going to be your first little compartment once you open up the main. On the back, you have another zippered compartment to place some items that can close. You also have one section here. Let me get in the light so you can see it. So basically how they have this laid out in the back, there's 4 compartments that have kind of been separated by some stitching and sewing here. How you want to lay things out, that's going to be up to you. I'll show a part in the video here how I pack this bag, some items that you can potentially put in here if you have the same type of items. But basically they have a 4-pocket layout under this zipper that's closest to your body. 2 narrow slots here where you can most likely probably put like a flashlight or a pen or some lip balm. A wider open pocket here and another pocket beside that one. So to give you kind of 4 separate areas to place some items. And then again, on either end of the bag, that kind of spandex material, that breathable, elasticized material. On either end, both the right and the left side of the bag, quite deep, where you could probably put some ear pods, some headphones. Again, up to you how you want to pack it. But either side of this bag, so storage options everywhere. You're going to have no issue putting whatever you want in here. So again, I'll show you kind of how I pack it, and again, just give you an idea of how much this can actually hold. So keeping time in mind, I'm gonna do some stop motion photography here just to give you an idea of the carrying capacity of the front and main pocket of the Venture Sling here. Obviously, this being 9 liters, this is a very, very versatile and big bag. Not big in terms of surface area, but big in terms of what it can carry. And depending on the type of person you are, it's gonna, vary what kind of items you want to put in here. But I'm gonna show you as much as I can and throw a lot of different items at it so you get an idea of what you're working with, if you, in fact, would like to purchase the Venture Sling. So without wasting more time, let's see what this can carry, and we'll do some stop motion real quick here and see what we're working with.
So again, this is all just for reference. Be aware that if you have something of similar size and width, obviously you could substitute something for what I'm putting in for something else. This is just to give you an idea of how much you can put in here. I packed it as tight as I could. I didn't utilize every single compartment, obviously in zipper, but I put as much in terms of volume in here to really pack it out to see what we're working with. And yeah, I was really impressed. And at the end of the day, I think this bag will definitely get anyone through a day of work or play with its carrying capacity with no problems at all.
So there you have it, the Bellroy Venture Sling Bag. Now, if that size and footprint isn't enough to scare you away, I definitely think this is the one you want to go with versus their old sling bags. Obviously, for me, having versatility and options is always a good thing to have. It's always good to have a little too much than not enough. But again,
Sometimes people want to have more sleek, streamlined looks. So if that 9-liter footprint is too big for you, I would say the 7-liter original unisex sling bag is probably the option for you. Both really good bags, but again, it's going to come down to that footprint and how that affects your lifestyle. With that, I will say take it easy. And again, thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful, throw a like, a comment, subscribe, whatever you can do. But yes, with that, I will say, everybody, please be safe out there. Take it easy, be well, and until the next one.